5 things you must never tolerate in a relationship. When we first start out, we present our best and we try to look for the best in each other. So it's smooth sailing. Once we get comfortable and we start to attach and we're relaxed, we show more and more pieces of ourselves, those hidden pieces. That's not necessarily a bad thing, that's a good thing. That's the stage that we get to know each other. But some people start to panic because they think that their partner has changed and they go to a very dark place and they start to wonder if their relationship is going to make it or not. But it's really important to know that that's the time to really evaluate your relationship. And if it's just you growing into it, not a big deal. That said, there are some very critical problems. If you're stuck in one of those, then that's not a good place for you to stay. First is abuse. Any kind of abuse, physical, emotional, mental. While physical abuse is really easy to spot because you have bruises, you're hurt, you're wounded, emotional abuse can be more concealed. This can be when the person's trying to manipulate you, they're trying to put you down, they're trying to make fun of you. Those things feel more subtle, but they can cost you your self-esteem. And when it comes to mental abuse, this is when a person downright tries to insult you and call names. Addictions. If your partner is active in their addiction, that is not going to be good for your relationship and things are just going to get worse and worse. On the other hand, if they are seeking treatment for their addiction, it's important to support them. But untreated addiction will absolutely devastate you over time. Invalidation. If your partner invalidates you, tries to talk on top of you, don't want to hear what you have to say, and they don't respect you, that too will cost you your self-esteem. It's really important to let your partner know that you need to be heard. If they're still disrespectful, then this is not a relationship where you will ever be heard. Secrecy. Respecting someone's privacy is one thing, but secrecy quite another. This is when a person starts to hide things that impact you. When there is secrecy in a relationship, it can cause major issues. It doesn't even have to be a full-on case of infidelity, but any secrecy that impacts you can impact your future. Lack of respect for your boundaries. If the person doesn't respect your boundaries, i.e., they make fun of you, they share information, private information that you don't want them to share about you or about the relationship, or if they perhaps indulge in alcohol or something else that you are addicted to that you're trying to fight, that means they are not respecting your boundaries. Our boundaries keep us safe. They're not a way of keeping the other person out, they're just a way of keeping us safe. So someone who doesn't respect our boundaries will not keep us safe. There are 2 great books on the subject matter. If you fear that you might be in an abusive relationship, grab a copy of But He'll Change. If you're in a situation where you don't know what to do with your relationship, grab a copy of Too Good to Leave, Too Bad to Stay. There's a link to both books on my website.